The NBA heads into the final stretch of its regular season, and all eyes will be on LeBron James and the Lakers. LeBron has LA sitting in first place in the West with a record of 41-12. And as we have discussed in great detail this morning, he played hard. Everybody played hard in that All-Star game last night, and it got us to thinking about fatigue, and it got us to thinking about all of the minutes and everything else. So Doris Burke, who's with us this morning, and we're so thrilled to have you here. How do you anticipate the way they manage LeBron the remainder of this season?
He's the single most compelling character in the game. He remains that, right? And they have managed to the greatest degree possible what's happened this year. He's averaging a career low in minutes. He's averaging a career high in threes attempted and a career low in free throws attempted. So you get some sense of stylistically what he's trying to do. This guy in year 17, 25 points, almost 11 assists, and 7.8 rebounds. And I want to give you just a little bit of perspective on how impactful this man is. When he's on the floor, his team is almost 11 points better than their opponent. When he's off the floor, they're almost 3 points worse. That would be like the difference between the 73-win Warriors and the current version of the Bulls and Wolves, who are an absolute disaster.
Can I ask you a question, Doris? I feel like LeBron is possessed. He's trying to win the battle or lose the war, because we said, and it was a lot of people out there saying that he was done, but now he's trying to come back and win that MVP. But we know that when he goes into playoffs, the matchup, the collision course he's on is with the Clippers.
Correct.
So then they can throw three able bodies at him. They can throw Marcus Morris at him. They can throw Paul George at him. They can throw Kawhi Leonard on him. Like, how is he really compromising himself by trying to prove a point?
I don't think he is. Listen, what I appreciate most about LeBron James in this era of load management, which is such a distinct, polarizing issue, is that he wants to show up very much the way Michael Jordan did. He feels a responsibility to the fans on a nightly basis. But listen, that margin is razor thin. You're a professional athlete. What if he tweaks his hamstring? That's such a fine line between success and failure, particularly because his team is so poor with him off the floor.
You mentioned that and how poor the Lakers are without LeBron out there. Do you think that he expected to be #1 in the West right now?
I don't believe so. I don't want to put words in their mouth, but I do not believe they came in thinking that the chemistry between he and AD would be as seamless as it is. Their roster defensively with Avery Bradley is probably a little bit better than people thought. One interesting thing to note, philosophically, the coach likes to play one of those two centers because he believes in protecting the rim, which is so important in today's NBA. But when you downsize and go to AD at the 5, how different you look, and I think that's going to have to be your closing lineup. LeBron is the biggest story to me in the second half. Does he hold up? Is he fatigued? What's his body like in the playoffs?
How important do you think being the 1 seed is to their chance of coming out of the West?
I think they're going to play the Clippers in the finals. That's what I truly believe. And that could feel like a Lakers home game no matter what.
No matter what. That's what I'm thinking.
Right?
It's 7 games in the same building, regardless of who's 1 and who's 2.
That is correct. So I'm not sure for them 1 or 2 matters.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app, and live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.